Hello and welcome back to the Jaffa Factory Tech Overload. I think we're here on episode 24. I'm pretty sure that rhymed, and I don't have a rhyme for that. Welcome back. Today we are working on a little bit more of a Jaffa production. Last time, we managed to get this milk system working. It's all going well, and we apparently, because I left the server on, have completely. No, we haven't completely filled our storage. What have I done with it? I did have completely full storage over here. I guess it's kept some of them in these pipes here. So between last episode and this one, I did do a very little piece. You see, I put up some spouts and some depots. That was all I did here, just to try and see the best way to bucket up our milk. Because I thought we could put the milk directly into the crucible. I can't remember what it's called. Is it the crucible? No, it's not a crucible. What's it called? The basin. I thought we could put it straight into the basin, and apparently we can't. If you put it straight into the basin, you have to then heat it. So that's not what we want. Is it like a heated thing? Then there's too many recipes here. I'm not going to find the Jaffa cake base one here. But yeah, to make a Jaffa cake base, so cake base, not base with an E. There you go. We can craft it, which is fine. However, we need the buckets of milk. Same thing as this is just a shapeless craft recipe we can use the mixers for. However, to mix it with the milk as a fluid, we need to use dough, which, I mean, we've got lots of dough. Is that not what we're doing anyway? Wait. Why am I making... Oh, I'm making dough for... what's it called? The... slime balls. So we've actually got loads of dough, so that might be the best way to do this. I could actually simplify this a lot. We just need to have a blaze burner that's running underneath it, which is also fine. Okay, let's get started on that. Let's see what we're going to need to do this. So I think if we make like 4, that should be way more than enough at this point in time. So let's make some blaze burners. Do I have the stuff to make those empty blaze burners? I just need some iron sheets. That's fine. So iron sheet, I need 4 times 4, which is going to be 16. Let's just make a stack. Sure, that's fine. That's easy enough to do. So as we start getting them through, it's fairly quick there. I don't know if I can turn this production line up without it breaking things. I probably can't, so I won't. But I realistically can make that a lot faster now. Let's get the iron sheets. Yeah, they are fairly slow, aren't they? That allows us to make 2. It's got like 4 bases. Then we can just go straight through to the nether fortress that we had before and just go straight to the spawners. It's a nice, quick job. So let's go 4 blaze burners, and then we'll just feed them with a mechanical arm. That seems the best option again. So, there you go. 4 empty blaze burners. Can run through to the nether. And the fortress that I spelt wrong. Nether fortress. And up to here. Oh, I love this flight mode now. It's so much better. We just get straight back out of here, and easy. There we go. So that's 4 blaze burners. We're going to need 4... Actually, we've got crafting up here, haven't we? That's perfect. I think it's a crafting grid, is it? Or is it just a grid? It is a crafting grid. So, we need a basin. We'll make 4 of those. I think we taught how to make the mechanical mixer as well, didn't we? There we go. Mechanical mixer. We have. So I want 4 of those. And this should be nice and easy. 2, 3, 4. Nice. So, for this system here, basically... I can now take this back out again. Realistically, I don't want to lose the fluid that's in here, so I'm going to need some more mechanical pipes. I've got more of the ultimate ones. Yes, I have. So, we're going to want to disable that, and then just pipe it back into there. Should then, in theory, go back into the system. Are we fill up already? I want to make sure we're full and ready. No, it's going in just very slowly. Okay, can I get the speed upgrades into there? I think I can, right? We can make those now. So, in fact, we've got some. Let's try it in here. Does that work? It does not. Okay, these fluid interfaces are quite slow to put liquid in. But we've got a lot of buckets in here to waste. There's like 1,000 buckets it's showing. So let's let that all go back in slowly, and we'll work on the other part. So, I don't know if I like the fact that these are so spaced out. I just had them set up ready. However, what we'll do, we'll make a little area over here. Do I want the blaze burners under? I don't actually, do I? I'd rather lift it up. And I can use the mechanical arms to feed those. So I think if we just do it in a line, I might have to separate them actually because we've got a few things going into each one. So if we go boom, boom. Yeah, is 1 block gap going to be enough? It should be, right? Like that. Each with a basin. Oops. Like so. Mechanical mixer. Now, the thing I learned the hard way in my test world is that I need to make some bases. So, what are they actually called? The cake base. We need to make some. And the reason why we need to do that is because we've got any buckets. Let's make like 10. It's probably going to pull them straight out to the other system. That's annoying. They're all getting put just straight into the milk system over here. I do need to separate this into a secondary system, but for now it's not too bad, I suppose. Depends how many are going through and getting stuck. See, it's keeping up with it at the moment. Is this not just filling up with the 10 buckets? Where does it even go in again? I don't remember. Where are those buckets going to be? They're all going to be in here, right? Oh, there's just 9 buckets in one of them. Okay, that's why. That's why that happened. So, we will just grab out of here. Hopefully we can do that. No. Okay, well, we'll allow this to fill up then. Oops. Can I not do that? No. Perfect. It's all awkward. There you go. So I can take it from here. I can't. I can't bucket milk out of here. Okay, that's good to know. I do it in here at least? Nope. But I am telling it not to help anymore, which is good. Okay, right, we're going to need one of those spouts. We just put a spout on here, just start filling these up. So we've got a milk bucket so we can craft these bases. Perfect, that's 8 milk buckets. And then we will just have to individually... To be fair, I think I only need 1. Let's make a few. What goes there? Is it dough? No, that makes pancakes. Oh, okay. So we've got to be careful with that system then. So we don't want to accidentally shapelessly make pancakes. So I think that's what the issue was and why I needed to make sure I was adding these as a filter. Because I was getting a lot of some kind of dough that was coming back out. And it wasn't the right one. So, we want to teach these that they are making Jaffa cake bases, right? So, like that. And from there, is this almost emptied out? No, it's still 500,000 in here. Okay, so that's 500 buckets worth of milk. That's why we don't want to waste what's in that pipe. Those pipes are massive. They will hold an awful lot. And that's why we've got the issues that we are seeing right now. So, blaze burners, we will set up a mechanical arm. I think that will reach all 4 there. Mechanical arm. So if I then get a depot, which I have plenty of, kind of place it like here, and tell it I want to put it into these 4, take from there. There you go. And that should be very possible. I might have to separate the input here, but I will find out in a moment. Yeah, I reckon that's probably not the best place to put it actually. I need to pull it back a block if I can. Can I go... Hang on, there. Would that still reach? I put it there. I think it does. That should be okay, and that allows us to run pipes through here still. Okay. So what we wanted to run between each of these. This is going to be interesting. So we want to take out wheat. We don't want wheat anymore. What we do want is dough. So we don't even need the crafting card here actually as well. That'll already be done. Perfect. We're making quite a lot of that. And the dough will be able to go to each of them, as will the sugar. I might have to just lift these up and have them all feed individually to different places. That's probably for the best. So we need dough, eggs, and sugar to get into there, and then the milk can be piped in. So I don't think I even want to use these ultimate pipes because they carry so much fluid. So when you break them, it's a mess. You're using up so much of your product. Let's make some basic pipe. Oh, we've not only got a little bit. Okay. Well, we've got a few. Still 300 buckets in here. I will just delete the rest. Okay, that's a bit much. So, I'm not going to have anywhere near enough here, but I'm thinking... If I go into... In fact, I can go through the middle, so they have minimal requirements. Then I'll move this elsewhere. Possibly just down here, because we should have a system there. Yep. So, not A, sorry, refined storage. So that should be the blaze burner above it there. Yeah, so I can just place our fluid interface here. And this should feed... Oh, it doesn't feed all four. Hang on, that's my bad. That's my little quandary there. I want to put it through here. So, mechanical pipe there. Now we'll go underneath and connect. So realistically, I want to move it like here. Just for it to be symmetrically sound, sorry. Make sure that's not connected to the blaze burner. Because they can be set to SIP. Which it's not doing that, which is good. So... That's probably the way I want to do that. Configurator, set that to pull. And pull. We then need a bucket of milk, which we have. Output. Set that to hold as much as it will do, which I think is 16 set, and then some cable like this. Oh, we've got an extra 2 anyway, so can I just go straight down? I can. It's not the cleanest, but it will work. So there we go, we've got milk going into those. That is good. Oh, we've got mechanical pipe in there, so milk in all 4 of those, and then it's getting sugar, eggs, and dough into each of these, which seems a bit harder than I first thought. I'm thinking the best way to do that is probably a system like we've got downstairs, but that's very messy. That allows you to take one of each and then combines it into a layer. Like, it's possible. However, it's big and bulky. Can I just pipe each one in and hope to God that it works? No, because we've only got 2 exposed sides, because I still want a side to be able to pull out of. How else can we do that? We're going to have to put 2 things in the same line. If we use logistical transporters, right, and I connect it to all 3, set to output, right, can it just then... Are they smart enough to know to put just each type in? Let's find out. So if I do this... Are they smart enough to know where to go? No, they're just going back home. Oh, we've got sugar and dough in here. But the eggs are not going in. Oh, now they are. Okay, so in theory, if I use ones with enough speed, which will be the ultimate ones, in theory it will try to fill all 3 of these with the right stuff. Right? So it's been a bit weird how it's kind of round robin in, but yeah, it should work. Okay, let's look into that then. So I want some ultimate logistical transporters. That's more what I'm wanting. Let's make some more. Oh, okay, this is going to be a nightmare. So should have everything to make those though. So then using these, make those. Using these, make those. And then using these, make those. There we go. So we have ultimate logistical transporters. That's good. We can do that. 5, bear in mind this isn't going to break everything else, is it? No, good. So, I'm going to tell this to go into here. And then, we'll do them on separate lines, see if that makes a difference. So if we then do this, would it not just, it's probably more efficient just to have it connected, right? So, teach this to pull out, and pull out. And in theory, this should make sure that all 3 are filled. I think. It's a messy way of doing it, but I think this should work. And then, to that matter as well, we will then have charcoal blocks to be taken out with... Let's have an exporter. I think that should then work under here. So into the depot. Oh, we're having a little bit of an issue here, I think. There we go. Like that. The 2 charcoal blocks. And in theory, it should then put some into here. Okay, I'm happy with that so far. I don't know how well this will work afterwards, but I'm okay with it. I can also take these away. These don't need to be there anymore. I think I've set my speed really low, haven't I? Yeah, let's set it to normal. There we go. So it isn't looking as bad as I assumed it would in my head. So for right now, I'm not too mad. We then want a bunch of cogs. So basically there. Then I need to not press shift on them, basically. There, and there. And for that one, we can do that. We basically just have a big old cog chain here. They should all connect together. So I can just do that, that, and that. This will then connect them all into one. For this then, I am going to want to have a way of powering this. So I think if we bring... Actually, I've got belts and shafts on me, haven't I? Yep, so... Just want some building blocks of some degree. Let's bring it over to beside here. Like that. Don't think anything else is feeding off of here right now, so I can do this as a high-speed line, right? That appears to be correct. To which I can then... have a... This is messy, but it should work. Have I got a vertical gearbox on me? I think I have, yeah. So... like so. Like that. And then a belt just feeding there, honestly, would work. This now, in theory, works. And they should start making... Jaffa cake bases. Yes, they are. Amazing. They're quite slow though, right? If we now speed those up, 256, they're quite a lot quicker, right? Yeah. Okay. This looks quite cool. Can I not then put a conveyor belt directly beside them? I think I can, right? And this will then... So just do that with a belt. Then I think this will start throwing them out, right? Yes! Great. So we're making Jaffa cake bases. That's what we want. I also want a funnel because these are going everywhere. And then an interface. Like so. So we have them go into... Nope. Oh, it's throwing it all everywhere. So here, we'll have an interface, and then a funnel. And that should be throwing those all into there, and allow us to put them back into the system. Hopefully. So there should be, oh, perfect, right into our auto-crafting system here. Just come straight down. Or even actually, I want to just go over to this. So it's connected into the main, to the area that we're already running. There we go. So, I believe... This is the Jaffa cake base is now automated, which was honestly one of the hardest parts. It's the ones that's using the most components I somehow, there you go, take off the eggs. Jaffa cake bases. We've got them in our hand. I don't know if that's going to tick it off at all. However, that's that one step closer. We can also make the Jaffa jelly, which is nice and easy to do. That is just the slime balls and the Jaffa cake. However, we need a lot of glass for that system. So for that, I wanted to basically make a standalone, like, sand making system, really, using these extruders and bits like that because they are nice and easy. Oh, we don't have much lava. That's the issue we've had in the past, is not having enough lava for anything. So maybe I can make a magma crucible, but I don't know if I've got the stuff to do that. Our stuff is very diversified on what we actually have, but not a lot of the right stuff. So can I make a magma crucible? Let's find out. I mean, I don't have most of these things. So that's going to be glass. Nether bricks, can I make that? I think I can. I've got nether rack, right? So 8. I'm going to make some glass. Let's just tell it to make like a stack. That'll take a little bit of time. Well, in fact, we've already got sand apparently, so it shouldn't take long. And then, yeah, I'm just wanting to cook up 8 netherrack, some nether bricks. Magma crucible may be possible here. So, top of that, it's a flux coil, 2 invar gears, which, oh, we don't quite have enough invar. Have I taught this to make invar yet? I haven't. However, we do have a induction smelter set up on here, right? Yeah, so let's teach it. So I believe invar. Ah, is it nickel we still don't have a lot of? We might not have much nickel. We have 8 raw nickel. Okay. So let's cook that up real quick. And we'll just make that up. And we'll make up all the invar we can. I'm going to need to get nickel at some point. However, let's search up the nickel. I think it was 8 we're going to get total. I should have really pulverized that raw nickel, shouldn't I? That would have been much smarter. Let's get the... Oh, this is really slow, the induction smelter. But it's fine, we only did 1 more invar, wasn't it? So this should make it. And we'll keep that invar gear. Is it coming? Yeah, there it was. So, invar gear there. And then we want, so, magma crucible. Should have everything there now, right? Yes, it's just this. Just 2 nether brick. Machine frame, which is a tin gear, which we made. And boom, magma crucible. Okay, so what this is going to allow us to do is, it's a very simple machine. However, and to be fair, I shouldn't really be putting it into this system because it's nothing to do with that stuff. But basically, I can put cobblestone in, melt it down to lava. It's very slow though, huh? I don't ever remember it being this slow. Can I use cobblestone still for it? Supposedly. Oh, that is so slow. Right. I want some of these augments. Wrong one, this one here. So it was, I did remember seeing what it was actually called, and I don't remember now. Let's look at this before. So this one, no fuel efficiency. This, it's like a 1.1x. I don't have much of that, but I should be able to do it. Right, so these augments. So redstone flux core, that's easy. And then electrum plates, that's where we might have an issue. Maybe not. Tell it to make like 20. Forgot that we're making electrum in the tough machine. So that should be fairly easy actually. So these flux link amperage ones, we should be fine. Let's just check how many electrum we have before we make too many to the point where it breaks this recipe. So we've got 2 there. And to be fair, we can make that last one. We're only going to be able to fit 4 in here. So put them all in here. Hopefully speed it up a little bit. We use a lot more power, but it's not too bad. Yeah, slowly we're going to get a bucket of lava here. So, bucket, sorry. Buckets are near impossible to get in this system at the moment. We want to get too many to the point it can't hold it. No, because that's actually going to be an issue still. Let's just, or like handcraft them then. Yeah, just handcraft them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. And we'll grab 1 bucket. So to be fair, it's not that slow now. It's okay now. So, on that note, we want to make a couple more igneous extruders if we can, because they're silent and they just work. Fuel pistons, that shouldn't be an issue. And Constantine, I don't remember how I made that before. Or is that a... No, that's an ore, isn't it? No. Nickel and copper, that's it. I'm now out of nickel. Oh, great. Yeah, we can't make igneous extruders. Okay, that's fine. We'll have to do the old school way then, which is, once again, destructors. I can make 4 of those, that's fine. And I suppose for that then I would want to make a subnet, like I have downstairs, to cut down on as many issues as I can. So, oh, we're having a little bit of an issue here, server side. I don't know what's happened here. Ooh, I think I saw it all the way back. Okay, great. It's also impossible this... Oh, okay. I have no idea what happened there, but we are back. There we go. Oh, wow. Okay, what were we doing? We were making... Yeah, we realized we can't make these extruders. So we've got destructors, hopefully. Are they going to be crafted? I don't know if the crash broke them. Or if I actually ended up making them. So, 4 of these, please. 2... We're going to have the lava, which is fine. Let's grab more lava. Does it make us 3rd yet? Yeah. Okay, we're about to have a 4th. That's all the lava we're going to need. Great. So, destructors. Should probably make a subnet, right? So we're going to want a drive. Or disk drive, sorry. Is it going to make it quickly? No, probably not. Oh, it did. A grid. Let's just do a... actually, we don't even need a crafting grid. We're just a normal grid. And then a controller. Hasn't made our grid yet. Let's see how it's getting on. It's going to take a moment. That's 84. That's 91. Okay, we're actually close to... there we go. So controller's almost done as well. So make our... grid, and then our controller should hopefully be done. There we go. So, how we're going to want to do this is... See, if we're making glass, realistically, I probably want to put it upstairs, but I need to utilize that space the best I can for Jaffa production, so instead we'll make our glass down here. The way we're going to do that is... Ooh, that's interesting, actually, because we're going to need to raise the floor to some degree. Let's... try and make a simplified system the best that we can using our cut cobblestone columns. They won't be great for this, but we'll work it out. So, is there much below this under here? No, there's not at all. So that actually shouldn't be an issue. So, we'll have lava block, which is going to be dug down, correct? And then... In fact, that won't even need to be. That's fine there. This needs to be dug down for water. Like so. So I don't know why I'm making it so large. I only need 4. 2, 3, 4. So. Oh, I've put this in the wrong place anyway, to be fair. In which case I can just do it the other way around. So we can put lava here, water there. That should, in theory, be fine. No, I am wrong there. I am very much incorrect. I have totally buggered that up. I want that to go. Sorry. That is my mind working backwards. This into the hole like that. And then I want the lava. Ooh, that's not ideal there. Where do my cut cobblestone columns go there? So 2, 3. And then I thought I had a fourth bucket of lava. But I suppose I do not, in which case I can just grab it here. There we go. We should be able to have the destructors. Oops. Like that. In fact, yeah, I have a controller there just so it's kind of kept together. Disk drive. And the grid won't really need to be a part of it. However, I'm going to just for luck purposes. So I can at least monitor it. To that, we're going to make a... We have just like a 4K drive. 4K storage part. Start that. That shouldn't take long at all. Yeah, I don't think it takes long. Just making a few 1Ks and then it does that. To which, how are we going to go about that? So that's going to pull that all into there. In which case we then want to have an interface. To have two interfaces. And then pulverizers. Oh, we have to make those by hand, are we? Right, let's teach this. So, pulverizer is done like that. Then the parts of the pulverizer machine frame is like that. Tin gear is like that. And then pistons are like so. And then copper gears are like so. And I think the last thing we need to teach here is the flux coil. And in theory, that should now be able to make pulverizers. Hopefully. We're finally getting to the point where we have to start putting them into here. We might slow down our wheat system, but we will be okay temporarily. So, should now be able to tell it, please make 4 pulverizers. And then, how do we make a redstone furnace? It's pretty much the same stuff, but with bricks. I don't think we have any clay being made automatically, do we? No, so we'll just put this through here. Half of it. And I'll do that one manually, hopefully. To be fair, we may not even have enough here to make... We just need 2 redstone furnaces. So that'll make 1. Well, no, it won't make 1 actually. Not quite yet. Yeah, so... What are we going to do? Let's wait for this a moment. 4 more, I believe. Yeah, 3, 2, 3, 4. Like that. And that should then allow us to make redstone furnace, or at least be able to craft everything for them. 2. It's one of those where it's not quite there. Copper gears. Should have really just taught it how to make the redstone furnace. You know what? Let's do that. Just won't know how to make the bricks. But it knows how to make everything else. So as long as I only tell it to make 2 right now, we'll be fine. Redstone furnace can go into there. Yeah. So 2 has got everything. Yeah. Perfect. So hopefully those pulverizers are ready. They are. The redstone furnace should be ready. How do I make those speed upgrade? The augments again, sorry. So, augment. So we teach that. Knows how to make the flux coils, and then just teach it lead gears. And we should be able to then also craft those as well. This is starting to get quite full in here. However, it will be worth it in the long run. So let's now tell it to make... How many is it going to be? 4 times 6. We may not be able to do that entirely. Oh, is the system unliking that I've added the augment? What's the... Did I add that recipe? I did, didn't I? Oh, flux link amperage is what it's called. So 4 times 6 is half a stack, right? I can't remember. Can I make 32? I can. Great. That's fine. I'm totally okay with that. Just make half a stack. Should be all good there. So, we're then going to teach this. We need to bring power down from somewhere. I've got power here. That's fine. So I want universal cables. Some of the elite ones, that's fine. It's kind of too advanced, but we'll eventually get it all to elite. We'll try and keep it fairly compact in the same area, so we'll build on top of the other system. So to do that, I will then do this. Which will be interfaces as inputs. And it'll be pulverizer, 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 pulverizer. And then the 2 redstone furnaces, which are probably now crafted, are they? 2 redstone furnaces. Then interfaces again, which I can then obviously remove the cables from underneath them. So that should be the most efficient way of doing it. However, I want these 2 interfaces connected on this side, and these 2 interfaces connected to the other refined storage system on the other side of the base. Do I have a refined storage cable running this far? I do not. I can come from here though. You just go under there. I will break that. Oh, that's the right. That's in the correct place, so that's fine. Go like this. Place the elite cable back. And then these up to here. Okay. So then we should be able to get... What was it we were making last thing? I can't remember what we were making there. The 4K storage drive. That should be done, right? Or the 4K storage part, which we can then turn into a drive using this recipe. Need more quartz enriched iron, which should be easy. They're like 10. Boom. That's a 4K storage drive. And we can throw that into there. There we go. It's now starting to mine cobblestone, which is good. From there, how are we going to set this up? So, we want this configured so it's input and output. Auto input enabled, auto input disabled. Output enabled, sorry. So we want input, output, both on. Input, output on. This should be the same for everything. So I make sure I was definitely output. No, that was input. There we go. That's why. I knew I hadn't clicked it enough times. And then I should be able to just say this should be cobble. Hopefully. And the same with this. I believe in theory, just start taking it in, pulverizing it again, and then cooking it, and just putting it straight back into our system. And then I can set up a detector to basically disable these interfaces when I've got enough glass. So I'll always keep a large stock of glass. So from that as well, how are we going to go about doing this? We need those augments, which are called something else. I can't remember. Yeah, they are flux link amperage. Oh yeah, I didn't need that many. I'm still left with 8. There you go. I got the wrong number, but it's fine. So this should now be... Oh, that's set up wrong. Okay. That should be output. There we go. It's now outputting to here. And now we'll set up correct. So we'll make a detector. We did teach you to make one of those. Oh, missing redstone torches. I can teach you to make those. So redstone torch. It's like that. Teach you how to make a redstone torch like so. And then we need to go detectors again. So one detector, sorry. Shouldn't take too long. It does use a few processors, which take a moment to cook. And I'm going to want some redstone. That's about it. So, a redstone and a detector. There we go. Put this back in there. I need to teach these to ignore redstone, and these should be only work without redstone. So they'll be working now. However, I can then link that over to there. Oh, does it not like that at all? Oh, it's because it's connected to this system over here, isn't it? Okay, that's my bad. So only work without redstone signal. So then I'll have to place the detector here. And then 2 redstone then, that's fine. Because I don't want it was automatically connected to that system by being on the interface. That's fine. Then I can go like this. Oh, we're getting extra stuff. We will have to just void the flint, which is fine. We can do that. I don't know the best way to do it though, because that's going to fill up. Right. So I mean these other ones I've been filling up with flint as well, because they pulverize a lot of... No, I suppose they just export and come back, don't they? That's fine. So, where we work that out, these two can both have top output just for flint. That's fine. I can just go over. In fact, so it's these two here that need it. So we'll go like that. And like that. You can teach that so that when glass is over, let's hold 5,000 glass, right? That seems like a reasonable amount. So when it's yeah, above 5,000, turn it off basically. So that should be fine. Should keep running, no problem. See, that's only work without redstone signal. That should be working just fine. Is it working just fine? Yeah, it does seem to be. Okay, all good. See, that's ejecting flint as well. How do we want to do this? Let's have it as... I don't know the best way to work that out so that we don't have an issue with flint unless we just pull it into that system. Huh. Because there used to be a colour for the secondary. And now they're all one colour. Is there an augment for that? Like it disables the secondary... what would it be under? So that's the thing. I want to remove the ability to create a secondary. There you go. Destroys excess non-primary outputs. That's what I want, I think. It's going to slow down our system. However, it should in theory work. So, I believe this should help our case. So that one's got it, that one's got it, that one's got it. So it's just this last one here. So any excess non-primary output, it shouldn't have an issue with. Hopefully. So, I believe that's all for empty of them as such, and hopefully it won't create any. That's the worry right now. So, let's see how that goes and what it ends up with. But for now, this should be creating a load of glass. And for that, I am happy. Anyway, I think we've actually made quite a good progress so far. We're making a whole load of bases up here. It should still be going okay, is it? Yeah, we're making enough. What have we run out of? Eggs? If we run through all the eggs? Hello, chickens. Have you not got any more eggs for me? We have run through all the eggs. We are going to need to work on a better egg farm very soon. However, how many bases does that mean we've got? We've got 2.2 thousand. You know, we're making an okay amount. But on that note, I think it's time to say the final words. Basically, as always, I have been Thundie, and you have been absolutely wonderful. Thank you very much for joining us back here in the Jaffa Factory. It's been fun. We're finally working on the final production stage again. It's going to take us a while. We still haven't even started on the other tech tree. But yeah, on that note, once again, I'll see you very, very soon. Thank you and goodbye!